Hello everyone, it's Lupe from BrunoPlanningCO. I'm going to be planning in my Erin Condren daily duo, but this day I'm actually planning the day of or the morning of. I usually plan, if you've seen any of my other videos, I plan the evening before, but I've been having kind of a strange week, so I've had to plan every single morning instead. And in the mornings, what I typically like to do as my morning routine is to practice my handwriting. And as you can see, it's nothing super fancy. It's a blank notebook, and I just write lines and lines. So usually I write about 3 to 4 lines every day. And again, this is like one of the first things I do. I have my coffee and I just write lines. And how much I write depends on how my hand feels. I also like to do this before I start drawing as well, just to loosen up my hand a little bit. Usually I'm also watching YouTube or something like that, so sometimes I'm not paying attention, but this time I was, and I wanted to do a few more lines that I normally do. I'm just really focusing on how I want my letters to look, making sure they're about the same size. That's kind of always been my problem, is the sizing of my letters. So if I can practice just getting the letters to be around the same size, then to me that looks like a good handwriting for me. But yeah, like I said, nothing fancy for my handwriting practice. I know I've gotten that question a few times before on what I do, and that's basically all I do. And another thing that I do to practice my handwriting is just writing things down using more post-its, writing things down instead of writing it in my phone or something like that. So just writing and writing really helps to improve your handwriting and knowing kind of what you want it to look like. So this is the first full week of summer break. I'm a teacher, so finally on summer break. I know some teachers still have a couple more weeks left, but we kind of get out a little bit early because we start earlier. So as you can see now, I only have home to-dos and shop to-dos, which is really strange to me this week because my to-dos look so small, or there doesn't seem like to be a big list like I usually do with school. So my whole structure of my day looks very different, especially because I have had a few things going on, in the last month and a half-ish, and I've been a little bit behind in terms of my shop and like designing. So I'm back into like full gear of designing mode. So a lot of my days, especially this week, have just been design, and that's like all I do all day, which is really great. I love doing that so much. So I have to rethink how I'm doing my layouts, because before I used to have, if you remember, I had all of my period stickers because I was teaching, right? But now there's none of that. So it's going to be pretty different. And this week, what I found has worked well for me is to again try to block off times in my day where I want to be doing certain things. So I know lunch is around noon. I like to take an hour lunch and go on like social media and stuff. And then I have dinner at a certain time with my husband. And then there's certain things I like to do before we have dinner. Like I like to plan if I can, which I haven't been able to. Since I'm doing a lot of designing, I have to decide when I want to do that, especially since I have other things to do, like cleaning the bathrooms or completing some orders, printing and cutting for my sticker shop. All of that stuff needs to be accounted for. So I just have to decide kind of what the best structure of my day is. And again, why I love the daily duo so much, because you have so much room to really play around with the layout. And of course, it's daily. So if this doesn't work for me, then I can change it up tomorrow. And I've been doing a lot of that this week. And I really like how this layout came out. So I think I'm going to be using this one specifically. So definitely stick around to the end so you can see how I end up finishing this one off. But I'm almost done writing what I have to do for the day. The only thing I forgot here was to water the herbs. We have a ton of herbs. My husband built some planters that we have on our deck, and we have a ton of basil. We have parsley, and we have thyme and mint. We don't really use the mint to cook with. We use it for the wasps. There's a lot of wasps that like to hang out in our deck area, and it's really annoying when we're just trying to relax there. But the mint usually helps, and a lot of the herbs actually helps to kind of repel them, and they don't really like the herbs too much, which is great. And so here what I decided is to keep it really simple and just do my highlighters, because I realized that I haven't used my Mildliners in a very long time, and I love the colors. I have all of them, so why don't I use them? And the only bad thing about using the highlighters this way is you have to draw in a straight line, and sometimes I can't, apparently. So I had to white out half of the orange there, but I ended up just liking the way that looked, kind of, I guess. And I just thought, okay, maybe I'll just do like a half highlight, which I might incorporate later as well in my other spreads. But I really like how, a lot of the things that I'm doing in the next few days is pretty much the same, right? Designing. And I really like the way that it looks in terms of color coding. So I think I'm going to be using this for a little while, and it's actually really fast. I can still use washi if I wanted to, but usually I typically keep my Wednesdays and Thursdays pretty simple. And since I was planning in the morning, I also don't like to spend a lot of time planning in the morning. I actually really don't like planning in the morning, so I just wanted to do it very, very quickly. And I really love all of these colors. They're so summery to me, so it really kind of made it pop a little bit more, and it's definitely getting to those summer temperatures, by the way. I think it's gonna be 90s this weekend, which is totally insane. I feel like I was just freezing the other day, which I probably was, but now it's like really hot. But I guess it's kind of good that it feels like summer already, because I'm going to be designing a lot of summer stickers. That's what I'm currently doing, and I'm really excited to release those. Originally my goal was Monday, but I didn't forget, but when I made the goal, I kind of forgot that my husband's birthday is on Sundays. So I'm not going to be doing anything for the shop on Sunday, which means I have to, kind of push back the new releases maybe till Tuesday or Wednesday, depending. I don't typically like to release things on Tuesdays, but definitely look out for some fun summer designs in my sticker shop. And speaking of my sticker shop, I know that this is a simple spread that's really quick, but I can't go without putting at least 1 or 2 stickers in my spreads. So I just decided to put this cute coffee mug with the little rainbow design. It kind of goes with the colors a little bit. And this other sticker with my character holding a bunch of flowers, which to me just signifies that summer is finally here. So there we are, a quick, simple, colorful spread that only took me about 15 minutes, and maybe that's even including my handwriting. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you got some inspiration. And if you did, I'd love for you to continue to join me and subscribe to the channel. I have a couple videos planned for next week. I'll see you then. Bye everyone.